Well, you're up early for a Sunday, Zell.
And you're late. But hey, I'm glad to see both of you got your beauty rest in.
Oh, you noticed?
All right, kids, break it up. So what are we looking at?
Well, you would be looking at 328 Chestnut, if it was here anymore.
Accident?
Not a chance. Perp struck the property from the rear, letting loose some form of wind power.
Wind power?
Hey, what's with the missing shoe?
Long story, but I left it at a Prince concert.
What about you? Looks like you had a special night.
Hey, how about we just stick to the crime, all right?
Ooh, testy.
Any leads so far on our perp?
No dice. Boy's got nothing on the tenant either. But come take a look at this. See this yellow tinted fibrous material here? We're stumped on what it might be. Tommy ran it through the crime scene scanning device and it told us diddly squat.
Diddly squaw, huh? Sounds like my first marriage. Let's have a look. The appearance and material is almost straw-like in nature.
Straw-like, huh? You may be onto something.
Well, whatever it was, the whole house was made out of it.
And I'm assuming no witnesses?
Actually, Blue questioned a husband and wife that were about a block away, but they didn't see anything, so we sent them on their way.
Catch where they were headed?
Forest Circle. Why?
I've got a few questions. A few questions of my own. For them to answer. Let's ride. Oh, and Zell,
Yeah?
why don't you take yourself on a night out in the town?
What are you talking about?
Well, you've been cooped up in that high-rise apartment for months now. Why don't you get out there and let your hair down?
All right, maybe I will. For the right man, anyway.
Ain't that the truth? You deserve a prince.
All right, beat it. I'll be stuck here all day if I don't get started with this straw-like material.
What a mess.
I'm telling you, HD, my gut says this is personal. Our Vic took something too far and our perp struck back.
And for whatever the reason, it was the last straw. Cha-chung.
Forest Circle, 7:54 a.m.
FTPD, finish lines! Right here, folks.
What seems to be the problem?
The problem is that you can run, but you can't hide.
Let's hear your names.
I'm Jack.
Be nimble, Sprat, and the Beanstalk?
No, just Jack, and this is my wife, Jillian.
But my friends call me Ian.
That's odd.
I've got weird friends.
Where were the two of you at 7 this morning?
Walking up Chestnut, headed out here to do our daily morning jog.
And?
That's it, just walking.
The word on the street is that you were walking pretty fast.
What are you getting at?
You were running! Not walking, running!
Take it easy! We got an eyewitness who paints somewhat of a different picture. Does the threat of perjury jog your memory?
Okay, fine. We were running, but let me explain. The two of us were headed up Hill Street to the Quick Stop to buy some vitamin water, and Jillian got dehydrated.
I was not dehydrated. He made that up so he could use a coupon.
That's not true.
He does this all the time. Last week, he pretended we both had broken legs because Target had a buy one, get one free sale on wheelchairs.
I swear, if these two don't get to the point real quick, I'm gonna escort them to the point with my fists!
Come on, man, take it easy. So then,
She followed me into the Quick Stop, and then we left.
that it?
Well, I doubt this is relevant, but I heard a loud noise, which caused me to trip and fall head first and crack the crown of my lateral incisor. Look.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Jack, you and Jill
Ian.
went uphill to buy a bottle of water
Vitamin water?
when Jack here fell down and broke the crown on his lateral incisor.
And then let me guess, you came tumbling after?
No. Why would I tumble? That doesn't make any sense.
Rhymes.
So then what?
We got stopped by those other cops, jogged here, then got stopped by you guys, who made us late for work.
Hey, I'll make you late for work with my fists!
Hey! Cool it! Did you see anything out of the ordinary? Anything at all?
Come to think of it, we did see a couple of shady youths while we were in the candy aisle.
Shady youths, huh? Catch where they were headed?
Nope.
Actually, while I was eye level with the sidewalk, I noticed something.
What's that?
Skittles.
Skittles?
Skittles.
Yeah, I was surprised too. There was a line of them trailing behind the hoodlums as they walked away. Maybe there was a hole in their bag or something. So I'm thinking if you follow the rainbow trail of Skittles.
We'll find our pot of gold.
All right, kids, we'll take it from here. Enjoy your job.
We better get moving. In this business, every second counts.
Yes, and time, it seems, is running out.
Cha-chung.
Center Park, 8:20 a.m.
Well. I guess the old saying is right. You follow 10 blocks of Skittles and you'll find 2 Germans at a pond.
We don't want any trouble.
Yeah, wir are innocent.
How about answering some questions?
We are busy feeding the birdies.
I wasn't aware that birdies ate candy.
Oh, absolutely, policeman man. The candies is very popular with the birdies. The pigeons, they prefer the junior mints. The geese, they go wild for the Twizzlers. And the duckies, the goobers.
Were you aware that in some foreign lands, the people feed the birdies with breadcrumb?
Breadcrumb? Can you believe that? I get crazy tummy just plain thinking of it.
All right.
So nasty gross.
If you two don't shut your wax lips real quick, you're gonna make friends with the jawbreakers.
We don't have to take these verbal abuses.
Hey, HD, I forget. How many years in prison for resisting arrest?
500 years.
Okay, people do as you wish.
First of all, you should know that we are German.
Really? You almost threw us off with that hat. We were thinking you were from Detroit.
This is a traditional German alpine hat.
On sale last week at TJ Maxx.
All right, get on with it.
Just okay. My name is Hansel and this is Gretel.
Hello.
We are brother and sister, and yesterday morning our stepmommy kicked us out of the house.
Why did your stepmom kick you out?
Stepmommy is evil.
She was so sick of these fake German accents.
Wait, you're faking your accents?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't catch on.
We think they're really annoying, but we figured everyone else expects it from Germans.
Give the people what they want, right?
Pretty much.
Wow,
I know.
all this time.
I know.
Anyway, where were we?
No. We prefer your real accent.
Please.
Oh, yeah, well, cool. Anyways, like I was saying, last night our stepmom kicked us out and left us alone and hungry in the middle of town.
She's evil.
But we found this quick stop that was like overstocked with candy, so we bought a ton and Ubered home.
And get this, stepmom isn't actually evil. It was just low blood sugar. She was totally cool after a couple of Micah nights.
Well, that's a very interesting story, and we're touched that it had a happy ending. And I'd very much appreciate a Tootsie Roll. Thank you. But we have more pressing issues to discuss.
Did you see anything out of the ordinary while at the quick stop?
No. Though, I did see a really hairy guy walking across the street with an industrial fan.
Did you see where he was headed?
Hard to say. I was so hopped up on peeps.
Yeah? Thanks, Piper. Strike 2.
Our furry fan man?
Down building out in the boonies. We gotta fly. Thanks, kids.
Dankeschön.
Whoever our perp is, he's got a sweet tooth. For destruction.
Cha-chung.
The Sticks, 9:37 a.m.
Took you fellas long enough.
Oh, Ugly D missed me.
Dream on, Prince Charming.
So what do you got for us?
Well, I heard on the wire about the pile over on Chestnut. Based on that report and on the workmanship here, it looks like the same perp. Identical approach to the building from the backside, identical wind velocity. This time, though, different substance.
What are those?
Their appearance and material is almost stick-like in nature.
Yes. Stick-like.
They're sticks.
Oh,
And the other one was straw.
Huh.
Well, I got a question. Why would anyone build a home out of sticks?
The same reason you build one out of straw.
Why's that?
That's what they pay us to find out.
By the way, you look awful. What happened to you?
Oh, it looks like Gold's got a witness.
Next door neighbor was on his way home and was first on the scene.
Shall we?
let's ride. Much thanks, Dee. Sorry we can't stick around.
Be careful, you two.
Careful's my middle name.
I thought it was Yolanda.
I had it changed.
Nice. Nice.
Explain the name Ugly D.
Ugly D? It was the nickname I gave her.
Why?
I mean, she's got a ponytail and glasses. There's no way she's actually hot under all that.
Well, I heard it's what's on the inside that counts.
What do you mean, like organs?
Yeah, I guess that doesn't really make any sense. Hey there, Goldie, how's the coffee?
Pretty lukewarm. Guess you want to meet our new friend?
What's your name, Dumbo?
I'm Marcus. Ow! Look, I already told her what I know.
Just
Can I
tell
go home?
them what you told me, bud.
Fine. I was walking home from a doctor's appointment, and I hear this loud bang, like somebody dropped a box of toothpicks or something. I look over there, and there's a pile of rubble. Now, can I go home?
Did you see anything besides the pile of sticks?
No. Ow!
Is everything all right, sir?
Yep, everything's fine. Ow!
Marcus, let me ask you a couple of questions. What's the square root of 64?
8.
What do you call a group of geese?
A gaggle?
How often do you work out at the gym?
Twice a week. Ow!
Mind telling us what's going on here, Marcus?
Fine, fine. My name isn't Marcus. It's Pinocchio.
Oh, I saw you on Oprah.
So what's your story, kid?
I'm what you call a test tube kid, right? This rebel scientist who created me, aka Dad, he saw somewhere that women like striking features, so he combined the DNA of a human and an aardvark, and voila! And he thought it might make parenting easier if he connected my nose to the nerve endings in my brain in such a way that when I lie about anything, my trunk here grows 3 inches. Thanks, Pop.
Hey, don't disrespect your dad. After all, father knows best.
Listen, I totally get a detective's job to make bad puns, but could you like rein in the nose jokes?
Sorry about it, kid. Why don't you cry about it?
I don't understand. When you lied before, your nose didn't grow. But you're in pain.
Yeah, well, like I said, I just got back from a doctor's appointment. A doctor who specializes in comically large nose reductions.
That's a reduction.
It used to be 2 yards longer. Yeah, I get it. I lie a lot, okay? Anyways, the doctor said I'd still be a little sensitive to lies.
I see.
Did you witness anything suspicious while at the scene of the crime?
No. Ow! Fine. Saw a bunch of guys in basketball jerseys poking around the rubble. When the siren started up, they hopped in their van and they peeled out.
Catch where they were headed?
How many were there?
And it's hard to say.
Now, does that thing only give you problems when you say intentional lies or anything inaccurate?
Anything inaccurate, unfortunately.
Okay. Answer yes to everything I'm about to ask you. Were there more than 10 people at the scene of the crime?
Yes.
How about more than 4?
Yes. Ow!
How about exactly 5?
Yeah. Ow!
9?
Yes. Ah!
How about 6?
Yes. Ah!
8?
Yes.
7?
Yes.
Well, 7 it is.
All right. So we got 7 ballers, but no way of finding them. Without plates, we're sunk.
Jiminy Cricket.
Excuse me, officers.
Hey, keep your nose out of this, will you?
Snowman.
Excuse me?
The license plate said snowman. It's a little hard to forget something that strange.
Snowman, huh? Calling in.
I bet it's Frosty and his crew.
Hey, why don't you keep the predictions to us, Nostradamus?
Hey, Piper. I need a trace on the plate number Snowman. Yeah, I'll hold.
You two better have some results.
Captain, good morning.
It's going to be the opposite of good morning if I don't have some answers. You two better find who Nicholas Strauss the Sixth. You got to book him. Do you hear me? Book him.
Captain, we just got a lead on 7 guys who just may be our perp.
Maybe the perps? Look, I don't want to hear the word May from you unless it's the month of May, which it's not, right? Now look here. We just got a 911 call from the Vicks and we're bringing them downtown for questioning.
You found them?
Who are they?
Pigs. They're pigs.
You mean cops?
No, you nitwit. They're real pigs, like swine, hogs, ham. And what time is it?
9:44 a.m.
Thanks. Some slimy crocs stole my watch.
Wait, did you say crook or croc?
Crook, croc, however you pronounce it. It's a regional thing, like tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
Can I go home?
Look, it's a quarter till. By 11, I want answers, I want arrest, I want something. Or I'll put the both of you on unpaid suspension faster than you could say unpaid suspension. And that's 5 syllables, so you better be done in 4.
Unpaid suspension?
This is bad.
Yeah. Yeah? Thanks, Piper. Plates are in. Shaker lows.
We better move, and fast.
Cha-chung.
Shaker Lowe's.
10:52 a.m.
FDPD, whose van is that over there?
Oh, that's mine, officer.
Yeah? And what's your name?
I'm happy.
I said, what's your name?
And I told you, I'm happy.
Listen, I don't care if you're ecstatic. If you don't tell me your name right now, I'll make sure that you're not happy for the rest of your life.
But I've always been happy.
All right, punk, I'm taking you in.
Excuse me, officer. There seems to be a misunderstanding. Her name is Happy. We all have irregular names. For example, I'm Doc. Happy you've met.
Hello again.
And then there's Grumpy, Sleepy, Sneezy,
Sorry, hold on.
bless you, Bashful, and last but not least, Dopey.
Onion rings.
And we're the 7 Dwarves.
Dwarves?
Yeah. And the 7 Dwarves is actually our official 7-on-7 Hoops League team name. It was actually Coach White's idea. And although we're not small compared to the opponents, we're pretty tiny. It's all relative.
Yeah, like Steph Curry. He's 6'3", but next to Shaq, he looks like he's Gary Coleman.
Or when Grubby had to post up on a huge center.
Oh, I hate that guy. All he ever did was complain about his lawn.
I have trouble with weed control. There's a huge beanstalk blocking the light to my sunroom.
Oh, give him a break, you guys. He's been robbed like 3 times this week.
Okay, enough small talk.
We need to know where you were earlier this morning.
Unicorn! Dopey, please, I got this. We were at the game, and then we had to rush down here to kickstart our yard sale.
Sounds like you made a pit stop on the way.
You're right, we did. Oh, that destructive building? That was a gold mine for us.
What do you mean?
Well, for us, balling is just a hobby. Oh, we actually sell collectibles at local yard sales. So when we came across that rebel, well, off to work we went. And I think it was quite a successful excavation.
Great. This is going nowhere.
I know. Hey, what if the Tiny Tims found a clue in their excavation?
We're gonna need to see your loot from the crime scene.
All right, guys, let's give him an inventory. What'd you find?
Lunch pail, shovel, tool belt, blueprints.
Turkey, punk!
And I found this worker's ID.
There's no obvious thread that links the clues. Unless these are props for a music video about construction.
You may be onto something.
So this means that our perp is a hairy pop star that sings top 40 hits about construction.
Yeah,
That sounds right.
Right?
Or he's a construction worker.
It's a small world after all.
Cha-chung.
High-rise east construction site.
12:30 p.m.
FTPD, we've been looking for you.
Hey!
Get him in the knees. You're under arrest.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah? The innocent ones always run. Book 'em.
You're under arrest for the willful destruction of homes built out of foolish raw materials.
May I be the first to introduce you to Justicetown? Population, you.
Hey man, you got the wrong wolf.
Oh, yeah? 'Cause in Justicetown, I'm the mayor.
Wait, what is she?
I'm on the school board.
Cha-chung.
Ferry County Courthouse, DA's office.
1:13 p.m.
Look, I know you three have been through a lot today, and I promise we'll get through this as quickly and painlessly as possible. First off, my name is Executive Assistant District Attorney Stiltskin. To my right is Assistant District Attorney Murr.
Afternoon.
First of all, let's get your names for the record,
I'm pig number 1.
I'm pig number 2.
which makes you pig number 84.
Pig number 3.
So close.
Now let's review your story. Pig 1, you're alone in your straw house. Wolf approaches the house, knocks it down.
Yeah, kept saying he'd blow my house in, which, sounded a little weird. I told him, hold on, I'm shaving that really tough, And so, before I knew it, my house was kaput.
Then what?
So, I was freaking out, right? So I curly tailed to my sisters.
He showed up to my stick house all discombobulated. I felt his forehead. He was baking. And I mean sizzling.
And then?
Same thing, basically. I'm shaving. Then this hairy guy shows up with a fan of heads. Next thing I know, my bachelor pad's at yard waste.
And that's where you come in.
Wait, they arrived at my doorstep utterly frazzled, and I comforted them with tea and crumpets.
At which point the perpetrator attempted identical fan-powered destruction, but ultimately failed.
Affirmative, Counselor.
Now, about this Wolf character. You know him?
We did. He was the highest bidder on all 3 of our house's contracts, but we all withdrew at last minute.
Why?
We saw him and the girl in the red hoodie, the poor girl, on Judge Judy.
That B&E mess last month with the old lady.
You mean the one with the old schnauzer in the kitchen cabinet?
No.
Oh, the one who lives in the Reebok.
No, the other old lady. You know, better to blank you're with, my dear.
Right.
So we didn't want any association with convicted felon.
Was he angry about your pulling the contract?
Absolutely livid.
Hello, motive.
We may need you to testify in court.
If we must.
One thing I'm not quite clear on, though. Why the disparity in the composition of your homes?
It's a pretty simple story, really. See, Ma and Pa passed away about 10 years back.
How did they die?
It was a luau.
And they left behind a sizable trust fund for each of us. See, the problem is, me and Pig 1, we got sloppy. I invested all my money into a highly unsuccessful new style of hip-hop consisting entirely of rhythmic oinks.
What about you?
This little piggy went to Vegas.
He lost everything in the roulette wheel.
Always bet on pink.
So as you can imagine, since red and black are the only options in the roulette, and since this song was supposed to be my #1 hit, much money left to invest in real estate.
Hence my straw.
And my sticks.
And what about you?
I invested my inheritance in a new bungalow, replete with fortified Ukrainian stainless steel, state-of-the-art motion sensory alarm system, and, most importantly, windproof foundation.
Sounds not cheap.
Indeed, I too no longer have any money.
But at least we have each other.
Siblings in a blanket.
Aww.
Cha-chung.
Plea bargain session.
2:20 p.m.
We're coming in full steam on this one. 2 counts of willful destruction and reckless endangerment, nothing less. And given your client's history, we can't go anywhere near minimum jail time. But if you hand us a guilty plea, we'll lowball at 10 years with eligibility for parole.
My client pleads not guilty to all counts.
Oh, come off it, Peep. No jury would buy that. We've got eyewitness testimony of your client fleeing the scene, his personal effects in the rubble. We've got motive, opportunity, and his rap sheet. Let Merm here count the ways.
Picnic basket theft, nursing home B&E, impersonation of a senior citizen.
For each of those crimes, my client was falsely accused.
Exactly. That's why his first and middle names are big and bad.
No, it isn't. No, it's okay. I want to get this off my chest. My name's B.B. Wolf. Yes, but it stands for Bernard Bartholomew Wolf. After the whole Riding Hood incident, the tabloids created big and bad. Not me. I'm not big, not bad. I'm 5'10". That's not big. Biggie Smalls was big. I'm not big, and I'm not bad. I'm just a small-town wolf living in a lonely world who always seems to end up at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, today you ended up at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I just said that.
We don't care if you're big and bad, small and good, or medium and half decent. Our offer won't budge.
And my innocence doesn't budge.
And budge rhymes with fudge. I haven't eaten today.
If you're innocent, then why are you at the scene of each crime with a fan?
Again, my client's already explained to the police that he received 3 invitations to BYOF parties.
And again, we found no such invitations.
Someone could have easily deleted it.
You're scraping, Bo.
How about that slow motion chase sequence?
I was afraid, okay? I was afraid. How many times do I have to get arrested for crimes I don't commit? First the Riding Hood incident, then the whole mix-up with that Peter kid, and now this. I can't take it!
Here's an idea. Stop committing crimes.
My client's innocent. The police stands.
Have it your way.
Glad to see you're still at it, Peep. As usual, doing what's expected of you. Repping a criminal, following the herd.
Say what you will. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to.
And what's that?
My job.
Cha-chung.
The courtroom.
4:30 p.m.
And when you approached the defendant at the construction site, did he acquiesce?
He did not. Detective Rellan and I were able to subdue the defendant and arrest him.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as you have just heard, the defendant was witnessed fleeing the crime scene with an industrial fan, after which he blatantly resisted arrest. Nothing further.
Cross-examine. Now what, detective? HD, is it, if given your physical liabilities, if you're unfit to give this testimony?
Hey, I'll show you physical liabilities.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness's physical condition is not on trial.
Your Honor, I have reason to believe that the physical condition of the witness may connect to the apprehension of my client, therefore rendering this witness unfit to testify. Proceed. Now, detective, how did you sustain these injuries?
I'm not going to answer these questions.
And I will hold you in contempt of court.
Fine. You want to know? I'll tell you. But don't blame me if you're plagued with nightmares for the rest of your life. It was a Thursday afternoon. I was on my lunch break. There I was, sitting, minding my own business. But I wasn't just sitting anywhere. No, I wasn't. I was sitting on a wall. That's right, a wall! It seemed stable enough, sure. Why wouldn't a wall be stable? But then, all of a sudden, without warning, it gave way. I did everything I could to gain my bearings, but before I could, I lost balance and I fell. And it wasn't your average sort of fall either. No, it wasn't. It's hard to describe the kind of fall that it was, but if I had to choose one word, I'd say it was great. It was a great fall. It was great. I gained consciousness in a gurney over at Kings County. They did everything they could to fix my bone fractures, my torn joints, my broken soul. All the finest doctors lent a hand. Human doctors, of course, but also horse doctors. After surgery, the chief resident put his hoof in my hand and told me everything was going to be okay. But he was all wrong. No matter how hard they tried, they failed. They failed at putting me back together again. You want to know about my physical stability? I'll be fine. Sure, it'll get better. But I may not ever recover. Up here, in here, and, well, also along here. Now listen to me and listen close, especially you young people out there. If you see a wall, don't sit on it. Sit on a chair, maybe a futon. You happy now? I quit.
My Orange Pumpkin Town's car is double parked. Prosecution, present your next witness.
We call pigs 1 through 3 to the stand.
Raise your right hoof. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you, Goose.
We do.
Now, the members of the jury have already heard a detailed point-by-point analysis of today's horrifying events. But does such an analysis convey the pure emotional turmoil that you three had to endure?
No, it was absolutely horrible.
Truly frightening.
Your Honor, I can't even look at the defendant without feeling unclean.
Objection! Pigs frequently root in their own filth.
Substained. Pig number 2's comments will be stricken from the record.
I'll rephrase. More specifically, are you afraid of the big bad wolf?
Big bad wolf?
Big bad wolf.
Objection!
Are you afraid of Bernard Bartholomew Wolf?
Tra-la-la-la-la.
You'll have to pardon my brother. He's speaking an archaic form of Pig Latin. It's most commonly translated into English as yes.
And would you describe that fear?
It was terrifying. I was shaving just like any other day. Then this ferocious beast walked right up to my front door and knocked my house in.
Can any of you in the jury imagine looking out your peephole and seeing that?
Walked right up to my front door.
Looking out the
Door.
peephole.
Door.
Peephole.
Identical approach, identical approach to the building.
Always been on pig. Always been on pig.
Objection!
Mr. Stiltskin, did you just object to your own line of questioning?
Indeed I did, Your Honor. Indeed I did.
This is highly unorthodox.
We live in a highly unorthodox time, Your Honor. Why, just yesterday, I saw a man walking a cat.
I'll allow it.
What are you doing?
My job.
Technically, that's my job.
Pigs 1 and 2, in your testimony just now, you revealed to the court that the defendant approached the front door in order to topple your comically flimsy homes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But the crime scene investigators have revealed that the point of attack came from the rear of each of the homes. Therefore, it is my supposition that you three staged a destruction of your own homes, knowing you could easily frame a convicted wolf and criminal, and in the end, walk away free pigs, having collected on the windfall of the insurance money you so desperately desire. That is my supposition. That is what really happened. How do you plead?
Okay,
All
okay.
right, we did it.
We were broke, okay? I haven't been on pig in almost 48 hours.
And no one told me that R&B was already a style of music. If I knew I was gonna get sued, I wouldn't have named mine Ribs and Bacon.
I just like money.
Gingerbread bailiff, take them away.
Here, pick. Motion for dismissal?
Motion granted. This court is adjourned.
Thank you for everything.
Don't thank me. Thank Echoey Flashbacks.
Will do.
Not bad, counselor. Not bad at all. By the way, I technically still won that. See ya.
Well, that was a twist ending I had to see to believe. Let's get out of here. Dinner's on me.
I won't argue with that.
What do you feel like?
Well, you know what I'm always hungry for?
What's that?
Justice.
That, my friend, has already been served.